I loved the camaraderie, the stressors it put on me, like in a good way to like make me improve and expand. I somehow, with my academic background, I had an engineering degree in computer systems engineering. The Marine Corps made me a logistics officer. And my first assignment was as training officer. So I was like looking at physical fitness for the unit. So absolutely no consideration for what I was bringing to the table. But in that experience, I was actually in charge of assessing the fitness of all of the different Marines and the officers that were in the unit, up to and including the commanding officer. And my very first experience doing that, about 6 months in, the commanding officer was not physically fit. But the Marines had said, hey, we always grade them and like we feel obligated to like count more pull-ups and count more crunches and like overlook his slow run. And the S3 was definitely overweight. So he had come in to me and said, the S3, and said, hey, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to be a little bit sweaty, but you need to take off 5 pounds because, water weighs something. I was like, excuse me? He went out for a run and I printed the Marine Corps regs and I pasted it on the scale. And he came in, measured himself, clearly overweight. He's like, you need to take 5 pounds. I'm like, sorry, sir, Marine Corps regs. Put overweight in the system and hit submit. And the commanding officer did he was a lieutenant colonel. He did a pull-ups. I was like, you got 3 pull-ups. He's like, I got 8 pull-ups. I was like, no, sir, your chin cleared the bar 3 times. And his sit-ups were terrible. So he came, he's like, this is the worst fitness score I've ever gotten in the Marine Corps. I'm like, but that's what you got, sir. So that prevented him from picking up colonel. So I was building databases. I had the highest fitness score. I had expert on rifle pistol. And when I got my fit rep back, it said I was diamond shape among the worst officers in the Marine Corps.
That's the backlash.
So that, like, I didn't care about that particular piece, but I was like, if I am dealing with this kind of politics as a second lieutenant, like, I don't have a place in the Marine Corps. So I made a decision less than a year into the Marine Corps that I was going to get out, right? So that bad leadership sort of like ended it right there. Which was kind of remarkable to me because just a few years earlier, I had a MOI at Rensselaer and the assistant officer, gunnery sergeant that were phenomenal, right? So those two are like juxtaposed almost right next to each other. I'm like, I can't, like, I know this is good, but the Marine experience I had first like felt more like an anomaly.